Chapter 11. The Performance of the Princess. As a reminder, Kunti Devi, the mother of the Pandavas, got a boon from sage Durvasa. The boon had the power to attract any god at will and receive a child equal to the god himself in glory. Kunti mistakenly uttered the mantra while looking at the sun, and the sun god Surya manifested himself before her and granted her a son. This child, Karna, was left to wade away in a river and was picked up by a childless charioteer. But what happened to this child? What happened to this magnificent son of Surya? What happened to Karna? When the Pandava and Kaurava boys got older, their education came to an end. Drona approached King Dhritarashtra and asked him, "Majesty, the princes have finished their education. They would like to showcase their skills in arms in a public display. I would like to organize this show with your permission." The king was pleased. Although he was blind, he wanted the world to see his sons and Pandu's sons display their years of learning. This demonstration was like a test. Since there was no grading and passing or failing at that time, a public display of skill was considered to be the best form of testing students, so the people themselves can judge the performers. The stadium was built on a slope near a river. The beautiful scenery was apt for such a royal display of performance. People from all over Hastinapura and neighboring regions came in thousands to watch the show. The stadium was jam-packed. Imagine the size the stadium must have been to house thousands of spectators and have enough performing area for chariots and elephants to freely roam about. It was magnificent. King Dhritarashtra was the first to enter, assisted by his counselor and half-brother Vidura. There was a huge applause for the king. He was followed by the elders like Bhishma and Kripacharya with their long white beard clad in white robes. They were followed by the Guru Dronacharya. Dhritarashtra's queen Gandhari, the mother of the Kauravas, came next, along with Pandu's widowed queen Kunti Devi. The music was loud and engaging. The stage was set. The audience waited impatiently for the performers. Yudhishthira, the eldest of the princes, rode into the stadium first in his horse, followed by the other Pandavas. The stadium screamed in delight. The Pandavas began the show by shooting arrows at pre-designated targets and maneuvered their chariots and elephants and horses. It was princely warriorship at its best. Then came Duryodhana, followed by his brother Dushasana and the rest of the Kauravas. The stadium erupted in excitement. The Kauravas alone were 100. Them, along with the Pandavas and the attendants who helped with the show, filled the display arena. The princes were wearing shining armor and jewelry. They showcased their swords and shields and belts of warcraft. Then came a display of fight between Bhima and Duryodhana. They used the gada or a mace to fight. The natural animosity between the two cousins were evident. They fought like warriors in a real battlefield. They were roaring like lions. The crowd took sides and cheered their favorite. Duryodhana was strong and skilled. Bhima was mighty and ferocious. When the fight got to a point where it became too serious, Drona asked his son Ashwatthama to interfere and stop it. Drona stopped the music and announced that his star pupil Arjuna would perform next. The stadium erupted again. Arjuna walked into the arena clad in a godlike armor. He was now fully grown. His celestial origin was evident, and he shone brilliantly like his father Indra. Arjuna strung his bow and displayed incredible skill in archery. He shot arrows and hit every target, some even blindfolded. He displayed superhuman skill. His arrows obeyed his every command. The stadium went berserk on witnessing such dexterity. Kunti cried with joy watching her son's prowess. Vidura, the counselor, explained to Dhritarashtra what was happening, and he too was overcome with joy. He dearly loved Pandu's sons as much as he did his own. Arjuna brought his display to a close and the music faded away. As he was ready to walk back inside, there came a sound similar to one made by warriors when they challenge someone to battle. The thunderous sound made by clapping of powerful weapons came from within the spectators. Everyone grew silent. A tall, majestic figure appeared from within the crowd. He looked around full of pride of a man confident and sure of himself. He had a smile on his face and appeared princely. He walked straight towards Arjuna with the sun shining behind his back. Everyone wondered who this godlike person was. He was Karna, the abandoned son of Kunti, the son of Surya, the boy born as a prince but raised by a charioteer, the Kshatriya who did not know anything about his birth or his origin. The child had grown into a handsome man, and the man was Karna.